brave amigos are we, brother to brother and everyone.
Welcome back to this already the final segment of today's Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you. Enjoyed my time with you, and then it goes really south here on out for the final segment. So I spend time with Dan Shedd, Sigmund Kramer, and yours truly. And we talk about irreverent, irrelevant, sometimes entertaining stuff that Dan Shedd finds through his extensive research of stories out there. That's his job. That's his ongoing mission. Captain Kirk, had his first 3-year mission, and then it became an ongoing mission to boldly go where no one had gone before. Dan Shedd's job is to go and find stuff for you to laugh at. And sometimes he actually succeeds. Dan, what do you got for us today?
Well, a boy in Plymouth, England, missed a friend's birthday party, and his parents had to pay up for it, apparently. Or so it seems. A kid, a 5-year-old boy, missed his friend's birthday party because he wanted to go hang out with his grandparents.
Right before Christmas. Yeah, it was right. It was at Christmas time, and the poor kid had to make a choice of going to this birthday party or getting to see his grandparents for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And this was in England. When was the kid's birthday?
The kid's birthday was December 14th.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say, whoever this poor kid was born on December 14th, it's really, really hard to be a December baby. I was born on December 18th. And I got to tell you, you really kind of feel like a road bump in everyone's lives, So, my condolences to the 14-year-old, and how ridiculous of the parents to be so petty, to do something like this. It would seem like, in fact, it appears, according to the article, which you can find at priceofbusiness.com, it appears that this thing's actually going to go to court. I mean, you would think the cost of court would be more than a $24 invoice. It
was. That's just it. The parents. I mean, I read the story a few days ago. I was flummoxed because it's $60 to file a small claim in their court system, and the invoice was for like $14 or something ridiculous like that.
It's $24. It was 16 pounds or $24. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what you call, if you look up in the dictionary the word petty, this would be an example that they would use.
Yeah, and all the as far as the RSVP went, the parents said, "Hey, you want to come to Junior's birthday?" And there was like a verbal, "Okay, sure." There wasn't even a proper RSVP in writing or anything, but it doesn't matter. I mean, the parents of the child that didn't attend the party were willing to make the payment if it hadn't been done in such a jerky way. They just sent an invoice. They stuck it in the kid's bag at school, and then the school got involved because the school's not supposed to do any of that stuff. The teacher put it in the bag, and they got the school involved. The principal of the school's mad about that. So it was just handled in the worst way, and now it's all viral on the internet. And I mean, come on, decorum, people, and it's like the parents are being as childish as kids.
More so, yeah. I mean, the reality is that he wanted to make sure everyone should pay, should have a deadline where everyone would have paid. Whoever didn't make a deadline can't go. As simple as that.
And here's the thing. I've got a 4-year-old. When I plan a birthday party for him, I figure that no matter how many kids I invite, most of them aren't going to show up.
Right.
And, these parents should have done the same thing. If they chose to get a situation where they had to pay per head, per child, that's on them. Because you can't possibly, you got to figure you're going to have a certain percentage that just won't show.
So what do you think, Dan Shedd? What do you got? What's your thoughts on it?
I have to just echo y'all's comments about it's just utter ridiculous to fine a child, $24 to not show up to a birthday party? Seriously? I mean, come on. Things change.
And to threaten the kids' parents to go to court. I mean, what is this going to do for the kids in school? I'm sure they're going to, get along great for the rest of the year. Not.
Yeah, a lot of unnecessary acrimony. Yeah, I mean, this story literally cracked me up. Thanks, Dan, for bringing it to me. What else you got for me?
Well,
I don't like this other one. I see this other one. Oh, boy. By the way, you can see it, too, at priceofbusiness.com. You sure are walking on dangerous waters. Go ahead.
According to a new study, excuse me, if you are an iPhone user, you're probably smarter than an Android user.
Yeah.
A new study conducted by
Apple.
Exactly, Sigmund. The online advertising agency or network KTEK found that states with more college graduates tend to have higher iPhone sales.
What's the name of the group?
It says KTEK. Isn't that the people who made bananas?
That's Chiquita.
That's Chiquita.
That's what I wanted.
Maybe the study is wrong.
I wanted to make sure because I was going to say, Dan, do you use a Samsung Galaxy like Kevin does? Because if it's Chiquita, it's supposed to be Chiquita. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
No, I did not use an Android.
You use an iPhone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
and you used
so
to be an intern,
smart.
And you used to be an intern on my program, so it's pretty.
You're
pretty cool.
so
all worked out
smart.
rather neatly. What do you use, Sigmund?
Paper cups and a string.
You use an Android.
I have a Samsung Galaxy S4, S5, S5. Sorry.
Yeah, yours is one better than mine. Yes, it's the newest. Yeah, I'm not buying this, and I'm thinking that this Chitika is probably a subsidiary of that Chinese company that has slave labor that builds those iPhones over in China. What do you think, Sigmund?
I think that's a perfectly racist statement to make, and I support it wholeheartedly.
Not racist. But it's disparaging, but I'm not sure if it's racist.
Yeah, you had to bring the Chinese into it?
It's the slave labor part I was emphasizing.
Oh, I see. Yes, because only Chinese have slave labor.
No, it's just a particular, and it's only slave labor in the loosest expression of the word. They are getting paid money, but apparently not enough money to make people happy enough to not jump out of the building. Remember, it's the place with nets all around the building? Because people keep jumping out.
Oh, yes. But why do you have to make fun of their eyes, Kevin?
You just did. I didn't.
iPhone, China.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but this is just unacceptable.
Bad humor. So, with your whole future in your hands, Stan, what do you think about this article?
Well, I think it's indeed interesting. They say that people with
He's doubling down. I'm going to start calling you. I'm going to start calling you Seth Rogen or Michael Moore. Doubling down. He made a statement. He's sticking with it.
Wow. Well, Dan, we appreciate. No, we don't. Forget about it. Dan Shedd, he is intern extraordinaire, future former intern on The Price of Business, and you can see his stories today at priceofbusiness.com. Sigmund Kramer, we're not sure what he does.
Don't even. I keep you on the air, buddy.
Oh, yeah. You paid for this microphone. Oh, that was Reagan. But anyway, Sigmund Kramer bringing his insight, knowledge, and infotainment. And yours truly, Kevin Price. And I think that pretty much wraps up today's show.
All right.
Do want to remind the listener that content here goes up over there at the new and improved usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. Have a great rest of your day. Spend it wisely on this station.